Who is there always a pin for? Starting at Cub Scouts all the way up to getting an Eagle. Mother.
Where am I from?
Do moms earn these awards?
Yeah.
Yes. Dads have to wait till their sons are an Eagle to get their one and only pin. Well worth it though.
fancy. It's a little bigger.
What mom is that? Yeah.
For 9 years.
So I have a mentor award to give. So it's hard because you can only choose one mentor. So I didn't even know you could get more than one mentor award. My mom bought 2 more because I could not choose just one mentor. So here, so I'm present the first mentor award. I wanted to choose people that would really help me not only in scouting, but throughout life, in church, and everything else. And so this first person is somebody that I've looked up to for a long time. He was my Little Scoutmaster. He probably knows who he is now. Brother Jarvis. So for the second one, another one of my Scoutmasters, I'm so glad that he was able to come today, all the way from Oregon. He was another person that helped me a lot with scouting, and he was probably one of the most fun Scoutmasters that I've had. And I really missed him a lot when he left. And it's Brother Matthews. And so for the last mentor pin, he wasn't one of my Scoutmasters, but he was one of my Scout leaders and priesthood leaders when I was in church. Also it was really fun to have around. All the young men, we all loved him. Also came from, all the way from Oregon here. He helped me with my personal fitness merit badge, helped me earn it. He was like my go-to merit badge counselor for everything. That's Brother Brandon. So now, moving forward, I'd like to give the time to Brother Ramsey for special presentation.
This is one of many that my dad has carved, and he's presented them to the Eagle Scouts throughout our county. And I'd like to give this to them.
So now, I need to give some remarks, closing remarks. Talk about my recent experiences leading up to getting my Eagle and I guess, my project and like the plan I went into it. So I guess the first thing I want to say is, throughout middle school, like I was like really into scouting a lot, and I committed most of my time towards scouting. But then once I got into high school, my freshman year, I started making more commitments to things like sports, ROTC, church activities, and so I started to have less time for scouting, and so I started to lose interest in scouting a little bit. And it wasn't until like my sophomore year, towards the end of my sophomore year, when I started to get more interested in wanting to drive and wanting to get a job and stuff like that, where I kind of woke up because my mom's like, "You're not gonna get your license until you get your Eagle." And so then that's what made me like realize, oh yeah, I forgot I need to work on my Eagle. So that was one motivation, but the major motivation that really motivated me to get my Eagle was my dad, because he always told me how he wants me to be better than he was growing up, and I knew that if I didn't have my Eagle, I'd probably disappoint him because he has his Eagle. And so if I didn't have mine, like, I don't know how, that disappointed him. And so that was the major motivation. Other motivation was I want to go into the military, and you get one rank higher when you join the military when you get your Eagle. And so that was another one. That was another reason. And there's obviously more reasons, like employers like it a lot. The main reason I did not want to disappoint my family, because they were expecting me to get my Eagle, and so I wanted to make them proud, and so I just kept going and got the Eagle. Doing my Eagle project, like the plan that went into it, I got the idea from when I visited Idaho. My cousins over there, they introduced me to goggle ball. Well, actually, probably I should say what I did first. So I built it's called Goggle Ball Pit at Great Gables Elementary. That's the school that I grew up, went through all 6 years. And so I got the idea when I went to Idaho. My cousins introduced me to that game, and immediately I got so addicted to it. I was like, dang, this is really fun. And our state doesn't have any goggle ball pits that I know of, and so I was like, dang, I'm gonna miss this when I leave. And so then, when I was thinking of my Eagle Scout project, I was like, that's probably a really good idea to build a goggle ball pit here. So then, during the summer, I actually biked to all the elementary schools in the district. I tried to look for, which school should I build this in. But after I did that, it was kind of obvious to me. I was like, I want to build this goggle pit at Great Gables, because that's the school that means the most to me, because that's the school I went to. All my siblings went there. And so I set up a meeting with Mr. Cross, the principal, who's here. We discussed, where we're going to build it, how's it going to go, and so and then I talked to Lowe's, and they donated all the materials. They were giving me a hard time at first, but with the help of my uncle, who used to be manager there, it took him to actually get them to realize, oh, maybe we should actually donate these materials. And so they were really nice when they donated and everything, so I got all the materials for free. And so the day of my Eagle Scout project, it was kind of hard because first thing was my sister's birthday that day, October 26th, but it was really the only Saturday that we could do it. And the second thing that kind of made me have to make a hard choice was October 26th was the day of leagues for cross country, and so I was like, I have to miss the leagues. But then I was thinking, well, this is more important to me, leagues that I planned this day a long time ago. So I missed out on leagues to do my Eagle Scout project, and it took actually a lot faster than I expected it to be. There's a lot of people that came and helped. So they thank you to everyone who's there, helped out. The pictures and everything are in the back over there, on the poster board. And one big thing that made me have a lot of joy was when I got invited to speak at an assembly with all the kids, and I got to see like their reaction to me, because like, oh, he's the one that built the goggle pit, and so that made me like that filled me with so much joy. I've never felt like so much joy ever, because like seeing like little kids like treat you like a superhero. Like I felt like a superhero like that or something. Like I felt like a celebrity, because like they all wanted to give me a high five, they all wanted to fist bump me, and like I just felt like I felt famous when I was there. But just seeing the pictures of the kids like using it and playing in it, the long lines, that made me so happy. I was like, I definitely chose the perfect project. And my intention with the project was not only to make the students there happy, but also to hopefully encourage other schools in the area to build a goggle pit of their own after they see how successful the one at Green Gables is. And so that was my main intention. So it looks like it's been successful. So and that's about it.